Today our topic is the importance of self-reflection in Stoicism. Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches us how to live a good life by focusing on what we can control and letting go of what we cannot. One of the most important practices in Stoicism is self-reflection. Self-reflection means looking at yourself honestly, understanding your thoughts, actions, and emotions, and learning from them. It is like holding up a mirror to your soul and asking, who am I? What do I value? Am I living in a way that aligns with those values? This practice is not just about thinking. It is about growing, improving, and becoming the best version of yourself. Self-reflection is a tool that helps us live with wisdom, courage, and peace, even in difficult times. Why is self-reflection so important in Stoicism? The Stoics believe that life is full of challenges, and we cannot always control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond. Self-reflection helps us understand our reactions and emotions. It helps us see why we feel angry, sad, or frustrated, and teaches us how to handle these feelings in a calm and rational way. For example, if someone insults you, you might feel hurt or angry. But if you reflect on the situation, you might realize that the insult says more about the other person than about you. You might also see that your anger does not help you and only makes things worse. Through self-reflection, you can learn to let go of negative emotions and focus on what truly matters. Self-reflection also helps us align our actions with our values. The Stoics believed that living a good life means living according to virtue. Virtue includes qualities like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. But how do we know if we are living virtuously? This is where self-reflection comes in. By taking time to think about our actions and decisions, we can see if they match our values. For example, if you value honesty, but you catch yourself lying to avoid trouble, self-reflection helps you recognize this and make better choices in the future. It is not about being perfect, but about striving to improve every day. Another reason self-reflection is important is that it helps us learn from our mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It is part of being human. But what matters is how we respond to them. Do we ignore them and repeat the same errors, or do we learn and grow? The Stoics believe that mistakes are opportunities for growth. When you reflect on your mistakes, you can understand what went wrong and how to do better next time. For example, if you lose your temper and say something hurtful, self-reflection helps you see why you reacted that way and how to stay calm in the future. It is not about blaming yourself, but about taking responsibility and improving. Self-reflection also helps us appreciate the present moment. The Stoics believe that life is short and that we should make the most of every day. But often we get caught up in worries about the future or regrets about the past. Self-reflection brings us back to the present. It helps us focus on what we have right now and be grateful for it. For example, instead of worrying about what might happen tomorrow, you can reflect on the good things in your life today, like your health, your relationships, or the beauty of nature. This practice of gratitude helps us find peace and happiness in the present. How can we practice self-reflection? The Stoics had many techniques, and one of the most famous is journaling. Writing down your thoughts and experiences helps you see them more clearly. You can write about your day, your emotions, and your actions. Ask yourself questions like, what did I do well today? What could I have done better? Did I act according to my values? Writing helps you organize your thoughts and see patterns in your behavior. It also gives you a record of your progress over time, which can be very motivating. Another technique is meditation. This does not have to be complicated. You can simply sit quietly for a few minutes and focus on your breathing. As you breathe, let your thoughts come and go without judgment. This practice helps you become more aware of your mind and emotions. It also helps you stay calm and focused, which is important for self-reflection. You can also use this time to think about your day and how you acted. Did you live according to your values? Did you treat others with kindness and respect? Meditation helps you connect with your inner self and understand your true nature. A third technique is to ask yourself tough questions. The Stoics believed that we should challenge ourselves and not take things for granted. For example, you can ask, what am I afraid of? Why am I afraid of it? Is this fear rational? By questioning your fears and beliefs, you can see if they are based on reality or just assumptions. This helps you let go of unnecessary worries and focus on what truly matters. You can also ask, what is the worst that could happen? How would I handle it? This prepares you for challenges and helps you stay strong in difficult times. Self-reflection also involves learning from others. The Stoics believe that we can learn a lot by observing the people around us. Look at the people you admire and ask, what qualities do they have that I want to develop? How do they handle challenges? You can also learn from people you do not admire by asking, what mistakes do they make that I want to avoid? By observing others, you can gain insights into your own behavior and values. One of the most important lessons of self-reflection is humility. The Stoics believe that no one is perfect, and we all have room to grow. Self-reflection helps us see our flaws and weaknesses, but it also helps us accept them. It teaches us to be kind to ourselves and not to expect perfection. Instead of being harsh and critical, we can be compassionate and understanding. This does not mean we ignore our mistakes. It means we learn from them without judgment. Humility also helps us stay open to feedback and willing to change. It reminds us that we are all works in progress and that growth is a lifelong journey. Self-reflection also helps us build resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and we cannot avoid difficulties. But self-reflection helps us stay strong and keep going. By understanding our emotions and reactions, we can handle challenges with calm and courage. For example, if you lose your job, self-reflection helps you see that this is just one part of your life and not the end of the world. It helps you focus on what you can do, like looking for new opportunities or learning new skills. Resilience is not about avoiding pain, but about facing it with strength and grace. Finally, self-reflection helps us find meaning in life. The Stoics believe that a good life is a meaningful life. But meaning does not come from external things like money or fame. It comes from within. By reflecting on your values and actions, you can see what truly matters to you. You can find purpose in helping others, pursuing your passions, or simply living with integrity. Self-reflection helps you connect with your inner self and understand what gives your life meaning. It reminds you that you have the power to create a life that is rich, fulfilling, and aligned with your deepest values. In conclusion, self-reflection is a powerful tool in Stoicism. It helps us understand our thoughts, emotions, and actions. It helps us align our lives with our values and learn from our mistakes. It brings us back to the present moment and helps us appreciate what we have. It teaches us humility, resilience, and the importance of meaning. By practicing self-reflection, we can live with wisdom, courage, and peace, even in the face of life's challenges. It is not always easy to look at ourselves honestly, but it is worth it. As the Stoics believed, the unexamined life is not worth living. So take some time each day to reflect, learn, and grow. You have the power to create a life that is not only good, but truly great.